A business trip, one too many drinks, and I ended up in bed with my boss. I woke up in the middle of the night, sobered by sheer panic, and made a run for it. The moment I got home in the pre-dawn gloom, I scrambled to check my bank account. An hour later, my heart sinking with every passing second, I had no choice but to call my boss. Mr. Kingsley? I was just calling to see if you were satisfied with the VVIP service I arranged for you last night. Silence. Then, his signature deep voice, raspy with sleep and a faint London accent, crackled through the phone. I was drunk, Abby, not erased. Now get your ass back here and pick me up. Me. Picking you up is not an option, but I can arrange for you to be disposed of. The company had just transferred a new boss from our London office, Marcus Kingsley, young, rich, and so handsome it was almost unfair. He made all the other so-called elites in the office, who had seemed perfectly presentable before, look like absolute trolls. In the 2 months he'd been with us, Marcus had proven himself to be low-key in person but extravagant in his methods. He'd silently bulldozed through a year's worth of backlogged problems, solving them all without breaking a sweat. At the quarterly review, our department didn't just become number one, we also walked away with the largest team bonus. And once everyone knew Marcus was single, the women in the office went on the offensive. Take Jessica, for instance, widely considered the office bombshell. Her skirts got shorter, and whenever she went to Marcus's office, she practically tried to sign documents from his lap. But Marcus deflected every advance with infuriating, effortless grace. After 6 months, the female troops had all retreated, defeated, and demoralized. One day, they were all gathered in the break room, comparing notes and discovering that none of them had succeeded. There was a certain camaraderie in their shared failure. After a round of jokes, someone's gaze landed on me. If I remember correctly, Abby's the only one who hasn't thrown herself at Mr. Kingsley. What's the matter? Not your type? Marcus Kingsley had a face that could start a war. He was lean in a suit, but you just knew he was hiding a body that was pure muscle. Who wouldn't be tempted? Besides, with everyone else so obviously trying, saying I wasn't interested would just make me sound arrogant. That's a major workplace sin. So, I quickly defended myself. No way. I threw myself at him long before you all did. He just wasn't catching. When the entire room was suddenly buzzing with gossip, I pretended to think hard. The day he started, my heel got stuck in the elevator gap, and I stumbled right into his arms. Total coincidence. It was a true story. He had steadied me by the waist, a small smile playing on his lips as he murmured, "Careful. That was an accident." They all laughed. I laughed along with them, deciding to come clean. Look, a handsome face is nice, but I'm a woman who loves her money. I'm on a mission to save $2 million so I can quit the rat race and retire to my quiet hometown. Men are nowhere near as important as cash. As soon as the words left my mouth, the glass door to the break room slid open. Marcus Kingsley stood there, phone in hand. I had no idea how long he'd been listening. "Abby," he said, a slow smile spreading across his face. "Pack your bags. We're going on a business trip. Here's your chance to make some money." Me. Everyone else scattered like startled birds. It was my first business trip with Marcus in the 6 months he'd been here. The driver, Ben, was already waiting downstairs. He saw me get out of my cab and even helped with my luggage. As we were chatting, Marcus came down, a laptop bag in one hand, deep in a phone call. He handed the bag to me, his eyes gesturing for me to get in the car first. I settled into my seat, and he continued his call for another couple of minutes. Through the window, I unabashedly sized him up. He really was gorgeous. A perfect 6'2" frame, a meticulously styled haircut, a strong nose, and sharp, intelligent eyes. When he wasn't smiling, he had an untouchable air, but when he did, he was like a dangerously charming fox.
Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.